Hi everybody, this is Bogus Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the Marvel Legends Yon Rogg figure. So before we take a look at Yon Rogg, let's take a look at the accessories that he comes with. So first up, he comes with the torso of the Kree Sentry, and as you can see, I already have him all put together here. And it is quite a bulky and big Build-A-Figure. I mean, it's not terribly huge, but, you know, I'm pleasantly surprised with it. I really didn't think I'd like it, but I actually do. And for his last accessory, he just comes with this blaster here, and it's just cast in gray. They should have cast it in silver. I don't know why Hasbro has a problem making weapons in just gray. Like, they can't just cast it in silver, or just paint some silver over it, or use some of the printing tech, I don't know. But this is all that he comes with, and he does not have a holster for it. He only has his hand to hold it in, of course. It is kind of tough to get wedged in there, but there he is with the gun. And like I said, it does have some sculpted detail, but it would have been nice to see some paint detail too. Now, looking at the head sculpt, now, this head sculpt is weird, because it's been confirmed that Jude Law is playing this character. And from what I've seen in the previews, I don't think he's ever worn this in the previews, the helmet. I don't know, I could be wrong though. But this head sculpt is just bad. Like, the forehead is just really huge on it. And I think the eyes are set too low. I think if the eyes were, like, up here, then it would look better. I don't know, the head sculpt just looks really off to me. Like, I feel like the eyes are way too low. Maybe that's why the forehead looks so big, is because the eyes need to be, like, right here. I don't know, the head sculpt's definitely weird. I figure what Hasbro will do will probably release a Jude Law version of this with the Jude Law head on it, and then probably include an alternate head for, like, Braun Carr or something that you can put on this body. Hasbro's been doing a lot of that lately, like backtracking and going back and redoing figures, or making new ones and making pieces to make the old ones better. I don't know, I just feel like that's something Hasbro will do in the future. But looking at the details, he does have a lot of sculpted details. His insignia there, the Star Force logo, came out really clean. And I like for the green, they use that marbleized plastic. It looks really good. You can see on his shoulder, they use a little bit of that sparkly plastic. And he has these blasters here on his forearms. Or I think that's supposed to be a blaster. I mean, how does he shoot it? I don't know how that works. But it does have a little bit of paint detail to it. But it severely hinders his arm articulation. So that's pretty bothersome. I was thinking about taking them off, but when I pried it up like that, it looks like I thought it was just glued on. But I think it's actually pegged in his arm and glued on. I mean, I could still probably boil it and take it off just to see. You know, and then just glue it back on if it is. But I feel like that's a lot of trouble. I would have rather these just not been on there so it wouldn't hinder his articulation. And there's his belt. It is loose. But it does stay. Like with other figures, I usually just glue the belts down because they want to shift wildly. But this actually stays in place pretty good, so, you know. And then there's his legs. Now, here is my major issue with this figure. Look at his gigantic feet. Like, why? How did this? I don't understand why his feet are so big. He looks like he has clown shoes on. Or like platform boots. He just has huge feet to go with his huge hands and his huge head. So that's pretty irritating. I've been trying to rack my brain as to what foot I could use. Because I'm definitely going to boil these and pop these off. These just look horrible. I think that's another thing that takes from this figure is his feet. Because any way you pose him, he looks like Frankenstein. He looks like he has Frankenstein shoes on. So, I'm trying to think of what figure I'm not using that I could just, like, boil the feet off of and swap with this. Because it doesn't even have to have the green on top. I don't care about that. I just, these need off of there because those are just way too big. Like, here's Ronan. He's a bigger character. And these are his feet. They're normal sized. And then you have Yon Rogg here, who has gigantic Frankenstein feet. So, now that my rant is over, let's go over the articulation. He has a ball-jointed head that can look all the way up, can look all the way down. He can move his head side to side. He has ball-jointed shoulders that can move out all the way. He has double-jointed elbows that can only bend in that far. The blasters on his forearms do get in the way of that. He has swiveled wrists that can move side to side and up and down. He has an ab crunch that can move back just a little bit and can crunch forward all the way. And he has swiveled waist, ball-jointed hips, ball-jointed hips that can move out that far. He can kick forward that far, can't really kick back. He has swiveled the thigh, double-jointed knee, swiveled the boot, swiveled the ankle, and an ankle rocker. So, the articulation isn't bad, it's just the arm articulation that bothers me. So now for some size comparisons. Here he is next to Captain Marvel. I do not have the Star Force version yet. So here he is just next to the plain Captain Marvel. And then here he is next to Ronan. And I don't even know if they get any scenes in the movie together. But they're both in the movie, so I thought here they are next to each other. So overall, I honestly thought that this figure would be better because I'm a huge fan of the movie figures. And I do have to say, this one was a letdown. I feel like once I fix the feet, it might be a little bit better. But I'm really bummed that we didn't get that Jude Law head. Because this head is just horrible. It looks horrible, and the feet look horrible. So, yeah, I was really shocked at how much I disliked this figure. I thought he was going to be one of my favorites of the wave, but he ended up not being a favorite of mine. So, that's my review. If you like this review, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.